Ink-a-dink, 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 ink-a-dink. Wow! So, hold on a second. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, you want to sit out there in the audience? Okay. You just want to mess with Basil. Basil said, hey, get him out of the way. There, that's better. Well, then he said, all right, on with the show. Good evening, and obviously you can tell it's not evening unless there's a solar anti-eclipse going on right now, and the sun is in perpetual. Okay, have our they wouldn't give us the contents, but at least they gave us the container. We're back with our original sponsor, P.A.N.W. Root Beer, and well, there, P.A.N.W. or P.A.N.W. Root Beer. And how do we know that P.A.N.W. Root Beer is Basil's beverage of choice? Well, all you have to do is look in this litter pan. Did I get that right? Said, said, it could use a little polishing, but then you got it. So, you have a book set out for me to read. It's called, you want me to read a passage from this? Okay. Said, yeah, monkey. That's why I left it out. So, it's called The Red and the Black by an author by the name of Stendahl. And it says right on the front cover, so it must be true, one of the world's great novels, a young man's clash with the entrenched society of 19th century France, his triumphant immoral rise and tragic fall. Yeah, this goes back a couple of years. David Stevenson, 13th Center Drive, Old Greenwich, English 101 S1. Oh well, so this page missing. Says Stendahl. Oh, okay. Stendahl was not only practically a compulsive writer who sets down what may be the most complete record of one man's life and thoughts, but also a man of actions and a figure in society. In Napoleon's army, he smelled his first gunpowder in the Alps. He made a first-hand observation of the horrors of war when Moscow was burned, participated in the tragic forcing of the Berezina River in the retreat from Russia in 1812, was an acquaintance or friend of such noted social lions as Silvio Pellico, Manzoni, the Italian poet Monti, Madame de Stael, and Byron. Okay, so yeah, well, let's get past the introduction. Book 1, Truth, Bitter Truth, a quote from Danton. A lot of quotes going on here. Chapter 1, a small town. Put thousands together less bad, but the cage less gay. Hobbes. And obviously gay has a different connotation in 19th century Europe than in 21st century America and the rest of the world. The little town of Verrières may be regarded as one of... Hey, why am I reading this? Why do you have me reading the red and the black? I mean, you know, I don't see the point of it. Oh, so our producer, Christian Schoenfeld, has just come inside from out on Basil's deck, and okay, nice. Okay, so we're back, or I should say, we're moved. We're going to be planning soon. We're going to have our good friend Americo Carrasco come over and do us a memorial service for our dearly departed Oswald Cobblepot. And if you remember, Americo did a wonderful tribute to Lilith.
Unfortunately, we don't have a keyboard anymore, so...
Yeah, he'll bring his.
Have you seen the stairs?
I can
you know how much problems he has with his shoulders.
I can carry it up.
And I'll get the amp.
Okay. Hello? Oh, it's Lilith. Okay. Hey, Lil. Okay, Lil always has, as aficionados of the Basil BuddhaCat presents exclamation point show. Lilith, who passed away 3 years ago. Oh, wow, 4 years ago. She's here. She's got the hotline, the Cat in the Hat hotline, but trademark. But she's also with Basil seated at the right hand of the left paw of the left shoulder of the right kneecap of God. And yep. Okay. Yep. So she's obviously always with us, as is Basil, but she also has the hotline, just in case. So okay. Yeah, we're doing the we got our sponsor back. P-A-N-W root beer. And Lilith was that I shouldn't cross currents here, but was that always your beverage of choice also, besides being Basil's beverage of choice? Said yeah, for the right price. Okay. So what more do I have to say other than P-A-N-W root beer, Basil BuddhaCat, Basil BuddhaCat presents beverage of choice. Said, said that'll do for now. Okay, so the red and the black. Why that book? I mean, are we getting into our? We do some pretty important reading of. Okay, Lil, I'm gonna let you the phone back up here. We get some pretty important books, and of course we also have now when Oswald before he left. He knew where he was going. He knew he was on his way out, but he restrung all my guitars. And we've got the Fender Stratocaster. We've got the Paul Reed Smith. Got the acoustic nylon string and the acoustic steel string guitar. And Oswald restrung all the guitars, which is a and you see, look at that, all the guitars. I know you can't see them all, but all the guitars have that that Oswald Cobblepot special effect, which doesn't really get in the way of playing, but it's you know, if I lean over, I might get my eye poked out. So, well, okay, Walter's back. Come on, here, come on over. Because you know Basil doesn't want you sitting in front of him. So you got to come over here. Basil said, you can imagine what he's saying. Come on. Okay. Come on. Maybe I can entice you over with a feather. Now these are one of the feathers, one of the types of feathers that are on a peacock. There's also the underlayment feathers, which okay. Okay. Our producer, Kristen Schoenfeld, came back into the house from the front porch. So Walter's going to follow her around for a while. So at any rate, you know, you're being cagey about this, Basil. You're not telling me why. Nah, I don't even know where it is now. Oh. The red and the black. The little town of Verrières may be regarded as one of the most attractive in Franche-Comté. Its white houses, with their steep red tile roofs, are spread over the slope of the hill, whose slightest irregularities are marked by clumps of sturdy chestnut trees. The Doubs flow past several hundred feet below its fortification, built long ago by the Spaniards, and now in ruins. Verrières is sheltered on the north by a chain of high mountains, a spur of Jura range. The jagged peaks of the Varas become covered with snow during the first cold days in October. A torrent rushing down the mountainside passes through Verrières before plunging into the Doubs and passes through Verrières before plunging into the Doubs and provides the motive power for a large number of sawmills. It is an extremely simple industry, but it gives a certain affluence to most of the inhabitants, who are more and more closely allied to the peasantry than to the bourgeoisie. However, it is not the sawmills that have made the little town rich. The manufacture of the printed cotton cloth known as mulhouse calico. Huh. Lil, calico cat, okay. I'm getting a clue as to why you want me to read this now. Known as mulhouse calico, is responsible for the general prosperity which, since the fall of Napoleon, has given a new facade to nearly every house in Verrières. Okay, that's okay. Said. Yeah, that's part of it. I mean, that's, you know, every time he hears the word calico, he kind of brings a little tear to his eye. I don't want to cover your face up too much and straighten your tie a little bit. So we have not planned it yet, but we're going to have a ceremony of remembrance for Oswald Cobblepot, and our good friend Americo Carrasco will come and do the honors and perhaps play. Of course, with Oswald Cobblepot, Americo will probably want to come roaring out of the Bat Cave and playing da 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 or something like that. And you never know. We'll put together some thoughts, and Americo will we'll gel them together and give us a good, enjoyable ceremony. Oh, okay. Okay. Now I notice we don't have the our small phones. They're around somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where. We've got the Inky Dinky phone. Got the micro Inky Dinky phone. We've got the Speck of Dust phone. We've got the micro Speck of Dust phone. We've got the angry Speck of Dust phone, which is the one that Bill O'Reilly will call in, and that's the one we have to hold the phone way away. Otherwise, it'll, even with the volume turned all the way down, it's still pretty loud. But hey, welcome to the heck. Welcome to Basil BuddhaCat Presents. Thanks for calling. Hey, it's Jared Kushner. Okay. Hey, we got your emails. We've been emailing back and forth with Jared Kushner, and it seemed like he was maybe using his own personal email account, but apparently he's been using government email account to conduct personal business. Okay. So he says he's going to testify, and he's going to tell the select council, the select committee on the misbehavior of Donald Trump and that dude's son-in-law of his. He's going to tell them everything he knows, which he says is nothing. Says, what? I'm busy. I'm busy doing. I don't know. What am I busy doing? You tell me. This is what he's actually going to say to the committee. He's going to say, you guys are spying on me. What have I been doing? I don't know. I forget from day to day what I've done. So, okay, said. Is it now a good time to bring out your corporate sponsor and while you do that, I'll divest myself of some of my stock in the who's got this now? Dr. Pepper 7-Up bottling company in Plano, Texas, as opposed to fancy old Texas. No, is that Plano or is that Plano? We're getting ready pretty soon for our Cinco de Octubre festivities. We've been doing that pretty much every month. I mean, we skip September and August and the month before August because we've been getting Basil's house in order. And you notice that Basil allowed me to bring along all my, all my amplifiers and my amplifiers and such, and guitars, and he's got our. We brought along our big avocado tree. Well, our little avocado tree, but it's big for a house avocado tree. We've got our fish tank with our fish tank is down to one. Is it a real shark or just a fish that looks like a shark?
It's just called a red-tailed shark.
Red-tailed shark. Okay.
I don't know why.
So, probably because it's got a red tail, maybe.
Well, that part I got, but I don't know the shark part. It kind of looks like a sharkish, but
yeah,
heavy on the ish.
Ish, yeah. Light on the shark and heavy on the ish.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, Walter's back. So I don't. We're gonna take a break now. We're gonna keep you guys posted on what's some of our stuff that we've done with Basil and then Walter and Oswald Cobblepot messing around the old house, and we didn't get any video of Oswald Cobblepot here in the new house for the 3 months that he was here with us, but you've seen his resting place outside with the lovely piece of petrified wood on top of him, and. Okay. Jared, I think we're gonna have to hold you off for another show because you don't seem to know what you're gonna say to them. You don't seem to know what you're gonna say to us, and we don't really seem to know who the heck you are or what you matter to this whole thing, other than the fact that you're the son-in-law of the president of the United States.
Oh, the guy that does nothing?
Yeah, this is the guy that does nothing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, he's still there. I don't know how he got in on this phone, by the way, because normally he would have been calling in on the Speck of Dust phone rather than this. So we got to change the number on this phone.
Yeah, we got unlisted.
So So that's going to be our Friday night show. We'll end it with some video footage of Walter and Oswald Cobblepot. Walter's here in the studio, and send us your ideas on what type of cat Walter's next playmate will be. Not just the breed of cat, but age and names. Yeah, give us some names. Whoa!
That ain't gonna happen.
So, wait, hold on. Nah.
No, she thinks you're evil. She knows you're not gonna give it to her.
Okay. So that's been Basil BuddhaCat Presents. I'm David Stevenson, Basil's co-host, interpreter, chief gopher, over in the studio here. Well, we haven't got the hammock up yet, but we're just gonna have to imagine that we've got the hammock up inside the house, and of course in the hammock you'll find Bill Murray and.
Did you show him the hammock?
Oh, not yet. We'll have to do that on another show. So, this has been Basil BuddhaCat Presents. I'm David Stevenson, Basil's co-host, interpreter, and chief gopher, and in the hammock somewhere, Bill Murray and Stephen Colbert and Drew Carey, whom we love to call, or Basil at least loves to call, LFFF. But we can't, not even on Friday night can we say what LFFF stands for. So enjoy your evening, and we shall see you, if not Sunday, we'll see you next week. Good night.